Hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So, I have a little announcement. I'm working on an intro for the channel. So, Bayern have a chant, ole ole ole. I think that's what it is. But I'm trying to use that and then make like a beat, and then it cuts to just I don't know. It's gonna be cool. It's like a little cut scene. But yeah, I'm working on that in the background just to try to improve the content. But I was gonna make a video on what would happen when the Bundesliga returns. Are we gonna win it? I'll do that tomorrow because that would just make sense, because in a week from tomorrow we will be playing. But in 6 days Dortmund will be playing, or actually in 7 days Dortmund will be playing Schalke, and that's our first match watch along. But Jupp Heynckes, happy birthday to this 75-year-old man, this real Bayern hero, real Bayern legend. Is he the greatest Bayern Munich coach? I mean, you have Hitzfeld, you have Kramer. Kramer led us to the two Champions Leagues. I don't know who was coach before that, but he led us to two in a row. So we've had Hitzfeld, who led us to the 99 Champions League final. He led us to the champ. Why my friends? You know I'm recording now. Why are you texting me? All right, like people just don't understand when it says I'm streaming or I'm doing a video. But Hitzfeld led us to the 99 final, which we shouldn't have lost. Still pisses me off, even though I wasn't even born in 1999. He also led us to a final in 2001, and I still wasn't born. And he moved in. We got rid of him. Well, we didn't get rid of him. He left the club in 2004. Which, did he get sacked? I don't remember, but that was what happened with Hitzfeld. Hitzfeld. I don't know, man. These German names, they're very hard to say. They're really, really hard to say. And then, who came after him? I don't remember, but these are some of the coaches. We also had Louis van Gaal, who took us to the 2010 final. And Jupp Heynckes was before, in 2009 for a season. But even before that, in 1987, Jupp Heynckes became coach. And then he left a few years later. I think he went to Real Madrid. I don't know, man. I don't know that much history. And I wasn't even born. I was born in 2003. I'm still 17. I have a lot of freaking things to learn. But for me, Jupp Heynckes is the greatest Bayern coach. That I feel like he's shaped so much of me becoming a Bayern fan. A lot of people still ask me, how did you become a Bayern fan? Well, Arjen Robben. I fell in love with Arjen Robben in 2014 because of the performances with the Netherlands. This guy just now everyone, when someone asks you who's your favorite player, most people just say Messi, Ronaldo. My friends will tell you I always just said Robben. I don't know what it was. It was that left foot. I tried training my left foot so I could be good on it. Man, I'm such a little fan of Arjen Robben, and I got from someone who bought it and was selling an Arjen Robben farewell jersey. I wanted it but they sold out in like a few days. That was crazy. I really wanted the Arjen Robben farewell, but it's coming in a few weeks or so. But for me, Arjen Robben, and Jupp Heynckes kind of shaped me becoming a Bayern fan. I guess if Jupp Heynckes was coach a year before Arjen Robben went to the World Cup and did what he did to Spain in that, that's when I felt I already knew who he was. I cared about Robben, because but he just that just solidified, and I just wanted to watch him every week. I just cared. Everyone asked me, you can look at my Facebook. You can look at my Facebook. I have a picture of just Arjen Robben. My first ever Photoshop, right? My first ever edit of a player is Arjen Robben and Lionel Messi. I made one for Messi, but Arjen Robben, oh man, I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll put it on this. Actually, you know what? While I'm talking, I'm gonna pull up the image. Who cares, man? I don't care. Go check my Twitter; it's on there. But that's how much I fell in love with Arjen Robben, and Jupp Heynckes shaped that era for me. He did, and I think he's the greatest coach we've ever had. When you hear players talk about Jupp Heynckes, they talk about him as a father figure. A lot of players know how much influence he had. Jupp Heynckes is the only coach who can, he's one of the only few coaches, him, Jurgen Klopp, and a few other coaches in history, who can not only be tactically, fluid, they can also get their players to go and do a job. And that's what he did so well. After Jupp left, we haven't been to a Champions League final. When we were in it 3 times in 3 years. 2010 under Louis van Gaal, 2011 under 2012 under Jupp, 2013 won it right against Dortmund, nice, and we haven't been in it ever since. For a team that was in the final 3 years, in 3 times in 3 years, we haven't been in the final ever since. And Jupp Heynckes, it just shows you how a different of a manager can make. Pep Guardiola came in, and everyone knows I don't think Pep was a success here. I think with the resources and the team he received, he didn't do well. And he's gone to Man City and assembled the most expensive squad in football history, and he still can't get past the Champions League semi-final. He can't even get past the quarter-final. And I think Pep Guardiola is heavily overrated. He's done, who did the work? I mean, Pep took a very nice Barcelona team. People forget, he had Sergio Busquets, he had Yaya Toure, he had Samuel Eto'o, he had a team with Ronaldinho in it. People forget, Ronaldinho played under Pep Guardiola. And Pep didn't like a lot of these players. Pep didn't like Eto'o because Eto'o was just a real striker. He wanted to play Messi false nine. A lot of people will tell you, even Benatia said it. Even Mario Götze said it. Mandzukic said it. Pep is a brilliant tactician, but he's not a human being. He doesn't have the empathy that a manager like Jupp Heynckes had. Jupp Heynckes is a father. I saw a picture. It gives me goosebumps. It's just Jupp Heynckes hugging Muller, man. And Pep isn't doing that to players. He's not going to hug a player. You'll see it. I remember the City game I was watching. Was it City versus Liverpool? The board came up, Aguero to come off for Gabriel Jesus. Pep went to Aguero to hug him, and it looked so awkward. You know how Jurgen Klopp hugs his players? They look like they're having the time of their lives when Jurgen Klopp is hugging them. But when Pep is doing it, it's so awkward. I was watching the City documentary. I know, but I'm talking about Pep a lot because that's how I'm gonna compare it, to the managers I'm watching, to managers that I've watched us play under. I didn't watch this that many times under Pep. I didn't even care about football. My only thing was international football. It's only been 2018 since I, really cared watching every single week. 2017 too, and I guess I started watching after that. The World Cup. I just started watching football more. I just didn't care. I was a World Cup, consumer. I was one of those fans that I was like, Champions League? I didn't even watch the finals. If you could ask me, who semifinals, scores, I didn't care. World Cup was more important than any, and it still is. When it's World Cup year, Bayern Munich go out of my head. I only care about the World Cup. And for me, that's why I'm talking about Pep, comparing them to. But when you see it, right, so many players have said Pep is a tactician, but he's not a manager. And the documentary City did. Pep Guardiola was, everyone sit down, drink water, relax. The players looked so uncomfortable. They didn't look like it was real. And Pep is someone who does stuff for the camera. He hugged Samuel Eto'o when they were falling out. Eto'o looked weird. He looked like, who's this guy? Who does this bum think he is? And for me, Jupp Heynckes, it just epitomizes the Mia San Mia mentality. Pep didn't fit us. Let me just say that. Pep Guardiola. Let me drink some water. Have you guys been? Yeah, good. Pep Guardiola didn't fit the Mia San Mia mentality. We're a family club. That's who we are. We're a club that embraces players and, gives players, warm goodbyes and warm welcomes. Right? If you get injured, you get a bunch of messages instead of saying, "Get out of my club, you injured little patient bastard." Our club says, get well soon. That's the type of club we are. Sometimes I wish maybe we'd just be a little bit more aggressive, right? Maybe let a player go a year before, you want to let him go. Like, for example, let Boateng go this season. Just let him go. Just don't be sentimental about it because he's old and we need to move on. Right? But we won't do that because we're a family club, and Jupp Heynckes fit that. He used what he had, man. Jupp wasn't getting the backing that Pep got, right? Pep got Hummels as well, people forgot. Pep got Mario Götze. He got the players. He got it. We were linked to Koulibaly in 2016. Well, I think Pep had left by then. Actually, no, he was still here. Then he left. But we've had so many things where I just felt like we didn't have it because Pep, we didn't have it. And Jupp Heynckes, man, only thing I can't forgive him is why did he have to leave us in 2013 when we could have been the dominant force, man. That's what happens. Arjen Robben and Frank Ribery became the best defensive wingers in the world. Wide defensive wingers. because of Pep Guardiola, because of Jupp Heynckes, my bad. Come on, man. He made Mario Mandzukic one of the best strikers in the world. People forget how much of a baller Mandzukic was. Philipp Lahm, oh, he made him a great captain. You know, and people keep telling me this. Pep Guardiola was the reason why Germany went and won the World Cup. Shut up. Bayern Munich won a quadruple pretty much, because we won the Super Cup, we won the Champions League, the league, and everything. And then guess what? How many players of Bayern were in the starting 11 for Germany in that World Cup? 7. Mario Götze, I mean, we bought him, but it's fine. Mario Götze. We had Hummels was our product, but I'm not talking about him. Boateng was a player. We had, come on, who am I? Müller, Schweinsteiger. Who's Germany's striker? No, it wasn't. Miroslav Klose wasn't. Yeah, not him. Forget so many names, man. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. We had so many players that had won a quadruple and had taken that energy to the World Cup. People are telling me, wherever Pep Guardiola goes, the country usually wins the World Cup. Well, you know, it's nice because Barcelona won the World. Have you looked at the Barcelona team 1-11? Before Pep came in, Barcelona were succeeding. It's not like he took a team that was dying and made them brilliant, right? Pep isn't Jürgen Klopp. He's not taking a Dortmund and making them brilliant with a very low budget. He's not that. He's not a builder. He's not a father. He's not a, he needs the money. He needs a check. Him and Mourinho can, I don't care about them two. They just spend money all the time and they buy old play. I don't know. For me, Pep but like if you look at it, that team that went to the World Cup against Argentina in the final, Germany's not winning no damn World Cup without what Jupp Heynckes has done. You know, Jupp Heynckes was the man that led Germany to that World Cup. I don't care if he was the manager. They played the same way Jupp played. You know, Germany wasn't playing tiki-taka in the World Cup final. They played clutch football. Neuer became the goalkeeper he was, mainly under Jupp. And if you think about it, Müller became the player he was. He was given the trial by Ancelotti, but he was so improved by Jupp Heynckes, right? I'm telling you, we've had some real players at this club, man. We have. And it's because of Jupp Heynckes. If you look into it, the players that have been playing so well for us, he improved every single player. And even when he came back in 2017-2018 season, we went closer to the Champions League final than Pep ever freaking did. We lost to, Real Madrid, was it 4-3 or 5-3? Whatever that score was, that was pretty damn close. But I'm not saying it's excusable, but I'm saying Jupp Heynckes had a worse squad than Pep because they were older, more disgruntled, and he still led them to a freaking Champions League semifinals and almost went through to a final. That's what a great manager does. He takes what he has, he takes his little toolbox, and he makes the best out of it. You know, a carpenter can only have a hammer, but I bet you he can do more with that hammer than any normal, ordinary person can. He can probably kill someone when I'm playing. Don't kill someone with that hammer. But I made this analogy earlier in the stream, right? You can have all the kisses you want. Okay, no one's listening. Okay, we'll talk I don't want my parents hearing. You can have all the kisses you want with a girl. You know, you can have all the types of, touching you want. At the end of the day, if this doesn't go in that, there's no baby coming out. If there's no penetration, if there's no real intention to penetrate, there's no way she can get pregnant. There's no way you can have a baby. And in football terms, if you don't actually, as a manager, infuse some sort of motivation to your team to go do a job, there's no way you can lift that Champions League trophy. And that's what Pep failed to do. That's what Carlo Ancelotti failed to do. Niko Kovac, obviously, he failed to do it. But so many managers have failed because they didn't know how to just penetrate. They didn't know how to just hit. You can kiss the girl. But at the end of the day, what matters is if this guy's satisfied. This guy down here between your legs. Oh man, women might be watching this. I'm sorry. 5% of the audience is female. I'm sorry if you had to listen to that, but it makes sense, doesn't it? I'm sorry. It makes sense. To me, that's how I look at it. So Pep Guardiola couldn't quite penetrate the girl. Jupp Heynckes could. He did it time and time again. And he tried it. And if it was a failed pregnancy in 2012 in our own stadium, in your own bedroom, it was a failed pregnancy, right? She had a few months. She looked pregnant, then the baby went away, right? And then in 2013, it was a successful pregnancy, and what came out of it was the UEFA Champions League and a brand of reputation. And for me, Jupp Heynckes shaped how Bayern are now. He shaped us. Because if you think about it, people tell me Pep Guardiola brought us to be in an international force. Shut up. You don't become an international force. We won the treble, right? And it wasn't like some easy damn treble. We were losing the league to Jurgen Klopp twice in a row. Jurgen Klopp was slapping us up in DFB Cups. He was destroying us all over the place. We lost the league to Jurgen Klopp, right? But what we did well was Jupp Heynckes decided, you know what, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to take that league back. And he took the league back. Not only did he take the league back, he made Dortmund pay. And he didn't do it by taking their players. That's what Pep does, right? He didn't do it by taking their players. He said, I'm going to be strategically smart and you're going to watch me do it. And he did it in front of Dortmund, right? It wasn't an easy treble. And that treble, that Champions League especially, because the Champions League is the most important trophy, right? We can all love the Bundesliga all we want, but it's not the Champions League. When you win the Champions League, not only is your reputation in your country big, because everyone in your country is going to, even though they might hate Bayern, they'll go, oh, thank goodness the German teams won the Champions. They're happy inside, but they're fuming on the outside. But the inside is more important. They're happy because a German team won the Champions League, right? And therefore your reputation in Germany is strengthened and you get better. And also, winning the Champions League, you garner millions of attention, not just fans, right? You will always get, people, the so-called plastics. Like, you don't blame the plastics, right? They go where the entertainment is. And Jupp Heynckes, he's the reason we're the club we are. He's the reason we're as big as we are. He is. Because if he didn't shape that era of us getting to the final, we would just be that one team that gets to semifinals and gets so close but never does it. We would be. But if he didn't do it, we would never be the global force. Der Klassiker. I was watching videos of Der Klassiker, the promos going around that era. Millions and millions of viewers, and that he made Dortmund in a way. He made Jurgen Klopp more well known. I think that's Jupp Heynckes shaped the future of German football for this decade. Now, up till now, his influence has shown. Germany won a World Cup, and because of, oh my goodness, I just think that he's the grandfather of our club in terms of managers. He's one of the greatest, man. He tried it. He came here a few times, right? Wasn't a success a few times, but he did it. And that's the thing. That's why, for me, he's the greatest manager we've ever had. Even though he didn't win the Champions League 20 times, he made us a force to be reckoned with. He changed German football. People tell me, Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is just a byproduct of Johan Cruyff's philosophies and also Marcelo Bielsa. These players that you're seeing manage from now and from a similar era, like Pochettino, Pep Guardiola, they all came from this way, But Jupp Heynckes was there when, he was there just changing football when no one noticed. He destroyed tiki-taka. He's the reason why Barcelona can't play tiki-taka the way they used to, because teams now know how to beat it. He's the reason. And for me, he's the greatest manager we've ever had. I swear to God, why do people keep sending me notifications? I'm streaming, aren't I? You should know this. And you should know what time I record, because I tell this to my friends. Don't be texting me when I'm doing this. But and they know the channel. I'm not streaming, but I'm recording. But it's for real, man. Thank you so much for what you've done for me. As you're the reason I'm a Bayern, a big reason, obviously, Jupp. I mean, he's not watching this, but Jupp. I keep saying Jupp because that's how I'm gonna keep saying it. Jupp Heynckes. Thank you so much for what you've done for me. Not only is you've given me a club to identify myself with. You're the reason there's this thing called Mia San Mia, because we are who we are, not because of Jupp Heynckes. People like him, right? And when Unai Hoeneß retires and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, I will have when I hear that Franz Beckenbauer is stepping down as honorary president, I will have the same feelings, because these are the players that, for me, even though I didn't watch them play, I'll always remember them as the Mia San Mia player. The players that, seriously, The players that did it for us. Why are you texting me at the same time? The players that did it for us, man. They were players that will remain in the history books. I like seeing that a Bayern player won the Ballon d'Or twice, Franz Beckenbauer, right? I like seeing things like Gerd Muller once. I love seeing that, man. And it just makes me feel proud to support this club. I like that we have a manager that's won the Champions League twice at Real Madrid, or once at Real Madrid and once here, twice altogether. I like that. And even though he didn't win it a billion times with us, he made us the force we are now. He's the real guy who built us. People are telling me, Pep Guardiola, he taught these players. Shut up. Pep also got rid of Mandzukic when we didn't need to get rid of him. He ruined Mario Götze's career. He ruined a lot of players' careers. But because Pep may win a league title, his teams are consistent, right? But with Jupp Heynckes, he made German football great again. He put German football back on the map. People tell me him and Jurgen Klopp in that time put German football on the map. He's the reason the Bundesliga has grown exponentially since 2013. And us lifting the Champions League again, we'll do it this year, I believe. I really do. We'll do it this year. And he'll be the reason. He'll be the sole reason why the team is playing the way it is. Because he has approved of Hansi Flick. But, I mean, I don't even know if Jupp Heynckes liked Pep. I think Jupp had a few things to say about Pep. In fact, I'm going to search him. Jupp Heynckes. That's a weird name. I still don't even know how to spell it. But it's so easy. Pep Guardiola. I wonder what he said to Pep. I don't know. I don't even think he liked Pep that much. Claudio Pizarro, I mean, for example, so many people, best coach I've ever had. It's so crazy. Because the best manager you've ever had is Jupp Heynckes. And Pep is just a tactician on steroids. Hello, everyone. Thank you. I felt like I was talking, so I just had to tell myself hello, everyone. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to end it now. By the way, YouTube is doing this weird thing where it's taking me 3 years to process a video. So the reason why you think I haven't streamed today, I was reading a comment and I've responded to it. Someone asked me when it was my stream. And I'm like, I already streamed. But YouTube did it yesterday and now it's doing it today. I don't know how to fix it. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to wait, I guess. You're just going to have to wait for it to show up on the channel. And it's really stupid because you kind of want it to just pop up after you're done recording the video. So hopefully it does it. I mean, the video shows up on the playlist, but not on the actual channel. So that pisses me off. But thank you all so much, everyone, for watching. Miyasan Miya and peace. See you tomorrow for a video about Kimmich. And then see you tomorrow for a stream. But yeah, have a good night. For me, it's a good night. For you, it might be good evening. Or a good morning. Or good morning before morning. I don't know. Some of you are up now and it's like 4 a.m. where you live. Go to sleep. Miyasan Miya and peace.